I'm at Economy Bulk Company. I've been speaking to Shannon, who runs this brand, and he's seen fit to donate some stuff to my YouTube channel. So I'm here to pick up a box of tools and consumables, and we'll do a quick walk around the shop here. It's my go-to place for nuts and bolts. They've definitely got me out of a pinch more than once. So we'll take a quick look around the shop, we'll go home, we'll open the box and have a look at the stuff that they've donated. I've just walked into the Economy Bulk Company. Got a whole range of products here. Drilling and tapping and cutting. All sorts of wrenches, taps and dies. They've got everything from sanitizers to lubricants, cutting fluids, silicons, all sorts of tapes. We've got drill bit sets. They've got a good range of adhesives, safety gloves to scissors and hole saws to hammers. We've got levels and rulers and hand tools of all sorts. Okay, so I'm back at home now and I've had a chance to have a quick look through the box, but just quick enough to get me excited. I haven't looked at everything in detail, so we'll do it together for the first time. Now, I already know what should be in the box because I did send Shannon a list of stuff that I was interested in receiving, and he said that anything that he had on my list in stock, he would send to me. So I'm not going to be surprised at anything that's in this box, but I'm very excited to get all of this stuff donated to me. Now, the first thing I've got is a can of this electrical parts cleaner, which will come in handy for cleaning salvaged components. I've got a can of inox here to lubricate and protect metal components of all sorts, and similarly I have a can of WD-40. Put that aside there. The next thing on the list here is a little container of A9 aluminium cutting fluid. Very good stuff. And I also have a range of cyanoacrylate based adhesives. I've got the Loctite 406, the 480, the 401 and the 424. So that should handle most of my cyanoacrylate based adhesive requirements. Pop them off to the side here. The next thing on the list was a set of countersinks. So we'll have a look. I don't know how we open this, but there we go. I've got 3 countersinks in here. So I've got the 8.3, the 12.4 and the 20.5mm countersink set. They should come in very handy. I've got a few countersinks, but it's good to have a good brand new set. Put that off to the side there. Now the next thing I've got here is a couple of sets of drill bits. So I've got a fractional twist drill set here, brand new, unused, and another set here of metric twist drills. So again, I've got a whole bunch of drill bits, but it's also good to have a brand new set when you need to do some precise drilling work. The next thing on the list was this 35mm 14-ounce Deadblow hammer from Toledo. It's a pretty good little hammer. You can hear the shot moving in the head there. Definitely going to be a useful tool. Put that aside. I also asked him for a little air gun, so I've got that there. It's an air boy, so I have to fit that off when I get a chance and connect that to the compressor. I also got this deburring tool. It's a Noga, so we'll open that up now. It already has a deburring tool in the unit there, but we've also got a spare one here, and when we run out I've also got another set here of replacement blades, and just in case we need another one, I've got another Noga deburring tool here. Open that up, get rid of all of this plastic here, and that'll just pop in there and locked in. There we go. So we can deburr our little hearts out. The next thing I have is this set of easy outs. That'll definitely come in handy when taking things apart. I've also got a little tube of this thread locker, super nut lock from Loctite. And I also have a whole range. Hang on, I'll just put all of these other parts aside because we're going to need a bit of room here. I also have a range of pop rivets that I requested. Got a couple of hundred of each, I think, in these bags, just different sizes because I was running a bit low. And I also have a whole range of, what are these? These are all end mills. So I've got end mills of all different shapes and sizes. Pop that one back. Got some larger ones here. Now I've got access to a milling machine, so these will come in handy, having my own bits to put in there, brand new bits, because the ones that Neil's got on his machine are a bit worn. I can't read the markings on some of them, so it's good to have my own bits that I can use and know that they're all good quality and brand new. I don't know what's in this bag yet. Let's open this. These are obviously something different. These are all center drills. A double-ended center drill here. We've got all different sizes, I'm guessing. We've got a number 1, number 4, number 3, number 2, and a number 5. So this is the biggest one. So we've got the full set from a number 1 to a number 5. That should handle all of my precision center drilling applications. I'll just quickly pop them back in the bag. Now this is all great stuff, especially because I got it for free. It was donated. Very exciting. Now I've also got here some grub screws, M5, and I also have some M4 and some M6. So M4, M5 and M6 grub screws. Now these are all things that I was running low on or didn't have as part of my set, so I requested that to sort of complete my stock holding of all of these parts. I've got some M5 lock nuts here, and I also have a couple of boxes of M12, and these are also M12. You can see we've got the nylon on the inside of the nut to lock the nut into place. So a couple of boxes of those, and the last bits and pieces I've got here are more M12 and M12. So I've got a few boxes of M12 locking nuts. I also do have one more thing, so I'll clean the bench here and we'll put it up on the bench because it's the biggest in this box here, and we'll need the whole bench to take a look. Bear with me. Now the biggest ticket item that I put on my list was this awesome set of taps and dies from Gear Wrench. It's a tap and die drive tool set. So as you can see, it includes 75 pieces, taps, dies, tapping handle, all the components pretty much. So we'll open this cardboard box up here and we'll take a look at what's inside. get rid of that. As you can see on the back here, on the back of the box, that's pretty much all of the components that are included. And Gear Wrench is a pretty awesome brand, so I'm pretty excited to open this up and have a look at the quality of all of the parts here. But it's actually a ratcheting set, so we don't have to actually keep turning to get the thing tapped or dialed up. It can actually ratchet backwards and forwards for working in tight spots. Now I'll just take this foam and this piece of paper here, which tells us what's inside, away, and there we go. This is the goods right here. So in the bottom tray we've got all of the dies here on this side, the handles and the adapters in the middle, and we've also got some dies on that side. Down here I believe these are thread pitch gauges. Yes, so as you can see, a range of thread pitch gauges. These are pretty damn tight. Maybe I'll just open up the other side here. That's a bit easier. Maybe a bit of WD-40 on that wouldn't hurt. But as you can see, they're all labelled, and I'll put that back in there now. And at the top you can see all of the, I'll actually take the camera mobile so I can show you. Got a range of dies, taps, up here, another set down here, another set over here, and some more over there. So that is a pretty impressive little kit. I'm looking forward to playing with that and checking out the ratcheting action on this handle here. So I guess the first thing to do is to take a look at this awesome handle by Gear Wrench. You can see it's nicely finished. It's got these plastic inserts on either side of the handle. Feels pretty good in my hand. Now this is the tapping adapter. So we've got a small and a large one of these. As you can see, that's the small one, that's the large one for all of the different size taps. So this just pops into there like that, and we'll whack our tap in there. We'll flick that ratcheting switch over, and that's pretty much locked in. So the reason I like this is because of the ratcheting action in this set. So when we're working in a tight space where we haven't got the full freedom for that handle to go all the way around, there's something either side, for example, we can just literally tap, reverse, tap, reverse, tap, reverse. Now the next thing we'll look at is the set of dies that we can use to tap threads onto some rod. As you can see, this is the die adapter. Again, that just clicks in to the handle there. Here's a die that I picked out, and that just goes in there like that. Tighten down that screw there, and that holds it in place. Now if you look carefully, you can see 3 black pins on the inside there. Now they're actually set further back from the die, and they're actually they form part of this adapter unit, and they are actually adjustable guides to guide the rod as it goes in, so that the die actually cuts square to the rod that's going through, and that is adjustable. We can turn that and open it. You can see them moving out there, or if we flick that ratchet over, you can see them here. They'll start going in again. So you put your rod through, lock that into place so that the rod sits square to the die, and off you go, you're off and running. And that'll make sure that you get a nice square thread, square to the actual perpendicular to the rod itself. So handy little set of tools there. We're looking forward to giving that a test run on a real job. But for the moment, we'll just have to put it away, and we'll pull it back out when the time comes. So Shannon, thank you very much for everything that you've donated to me. Everything here is going to be of great value and great use to me. I look forward to using these tools very soon. Thank you.